Brace yourselves, because this one ain't just a rap beef. It's a full-blown hip-hop earthquake. What started as a little shade between 50 Cent and Dr. Dre has spiraled into a dark, messy, multi-layered saga that's got everyone from G to Turk to Big U caught in the blast radius. This isn't just drama, this is hip-hop's Game of Thrones, and everybody's fighting for the Iron Throne of relevance. Cent, the petty king of chaos, just reignited old flames with Dr. Dre, and let's just say, the doctor ain't prescribing peace. While these two titans clash in silence and subliminals, BG decided to jump in from the shadows and light up Turk with some of the most savage shots we've heard since the Cash Money golden era. And just when you thought that was enough smoke for 1 week, Big U's sudden tragedy sent shockwaves through the streets, leaving the entire industry shaken and social media drowning in conspiracies. This ain't just music beef, it's legacy, loyalty, and loss colliding in real time. It's darker, dirtier, and more twisted than anything love and hip-hop could script. Grab your popcorn, because what's coming next makes the Kardashians look like choir practice. To really grasp how wild this saga got, we need to go back, way back, to the moment hip-hop peace officially died again. Because this wasn't just another petty spat or random diss. Oh no, this was 50 Cent versus Dr. Dre. Two of hip-hop's most powerful egos finally boiling over after years of fake smiles, behind-the-scenes money moves, and subtle jabs hidden inside motivational quotes. It all started when 50 gave an interview that seemed innocent enough. Just your regular, I'm successful, I don't need nobody moment. But then, out of nowhere, he dropped that one line that sent the culture into cardiac arrest. People act like they invented me, but they forgot who made the hits ring off. Boom! Internet. Exploded. Fans didn't even need context. They smelled blood immediately. Dre fans screamed, "Disrespect!" 50 fans said, "Finally, he said it." Hip-hop blogs lit up like Times Square on fire. Suddenly, everyone remembered those years when 50 was the unstoppable machine Dre helped build. Get Rich or Die Tryin', The Massacre, Indie Club, all stamped by Dre's production magic. The mentor-protege dynamic had once looked untouchable, but behind the platinum plaques, resentment was brewing like a slow-burning mixtape diss. Because truth be told, 50 always wanted full control. Dre always wanted respect as the architect. And when both those energies collided, the friendship became a financial battlefield. Insiders claimed the tension had been building since the Beats by Dre empire exploded. 50 allegedly wanted in, Dre didn't let him. Then came whispers about royalties tied to the Power soundtrack. And to make it even messier, word got around that Dre refused to clear a sample 50 wanted for a G-Unit documentary. Petty? Maybe. But in 50's world, petty equals personal. So when 50 posted that meme of himself counting stacks with the caption, "I made more money without the doctor than with him," it wasn't just trolling. It was war paint. The reaction was instant. Hip-hop's digital streets divided faster than a Verzu's livestream. Some said 50 was ungrateful. Others said Dre had forgotten his street code. One fan wrote, "50 burns bridges, then sells tickets to the fire." Another replied, "Dre too rich to clap back, but trust, the silence loud." And that silence did get loud, because Dre didn't respond. No statements, no tweets, nothing. Just an Instagram post of his studio setup captioned, "Still working. Legends don't argue, they create." Fans read between every syllable. "That's a shot!" they screamed. He called 50 irrelevant without even typing his name. The meme pages had a feast. But as the G-Unit versus Aftermath drama brewed, something else, something darker, erupted out of New Orleans. Enter BG, fresh out of prison after more than a decade behind bars. The streets had been waiting for his return, the OG of the Hot Boys ready to reclaim his throne. His first few weeks out, he played it cool. Reunited with family, hit a few clubs, teased a comeback album. Everyone was rooting for him, until he went on IG Live, looked straight into the camera and said, "I've been watching the game. A lot of y'all talking too friendly. I see one of my lil homies forgot who he used to be." That lil homie? Turk? Fans didn't even hesitate. They knew it instantly. See, Turk had been doing interviews lately where he got real about his past, talking about therapy, trauma, and forgiveness. He'd even mentioned old beefs with Cash Money, saying he was over it. Respectful? Sure. But to BG, that smelled like softness. The man who once rapped about survival and gangsta codes wasn't here for emotional healing podcasts. Within days, BG dropped a freestyle that had the whole South talking. Bars. Sharp as razors. They say they love the Lord, but they still gossip. I came home. They fold like a cheap closet. People said, he talking about Turk. The hip-hop blogs reposted every lyric, breaking it down like scripture. You could feel the tension rising. Louisiana pride versus Louisiana peace. Turk, being Turk, tried to brush it off at first. He went on live, shaking his head, saying, I ain't got no beef, man. I'm happy he home. But fans kept pushing. Comments flooded in. You scared? Say something back. You letting him punk you on your own turf? The internet's pressure cooker was boiling. And right as the streets were getting hyped for a hot boys civil war, tragedy hit, and everything stopped. News broke that Big U, one of the most respected and feared figures in West Coast hip-hop, had suffered a major personal loss. The details were foggy. Early reports said it was a family tragedy. Others said a health emergency. But one thing was clear. The culture was hurting. Big U wasn't just a name. He was a pillar. From managing artists to mentoring young rappers, his presence loomed large across LA. Suddenly, all the beef energy went silent. Rappers started posting. Prayers, OGs shared stories, and even 50 and Dre, yes, those two, posted the same thing on their stories. Respect to a real one. It was eerie. Two men allegedly at war posting the same tribute at the same time. Coincidence? Maybe. But fans smelled symbolism. Maybe the game needed a reality check, one commenter wrote. Big U's pain just reminded them what really matters. But leave it to the internet. Sympathy turned into speculation faster than you could refresh your feed. Some said 50's post was fake love. Others claimed Dre was only posting to look mature. And conspiracy corners started whispering, nah, something else going on behind the scenes. This ain't just grief, it's a message. And just like that, the tone shifted again, because hip-hop never stays quiet for long. While Big U's tragedy united the culture for a moment, it also triggered a wave of reflection and paranoia. Suddenly, everyone was side-eyeing everyone else. Fans noticed old alliances breaking, new friendships forming, and DMs leaking. And at the center of it all, 50 Cent. While everyone was mourning, 50 posted another cryptic quote. Some people cry for the camera, others make the cameras cry. That's all it took. The drama was officially back in business. People were saying 50 had gone too far. This man can't turn off the trolling for one day. But others said, that's why we love him. He speaks his mind. The energy was shifting again. Darker, heavier, more unpredictable. The energy was shifting again. Darker, heavier, more unpredictable. The beef wasn't just between rappers anymore. It was turning into a full-blown cultural showdown. Dre versus 50, BG versus Turk. The West Coast mourning while the South starts sparring. And nobody had any idea how deep it was about to go. Because what came next wasn't just petty posts or bars in a song. It was betrayal, regret, and the kind of silence that means something big is coming. And when it hit, it shook the entire hip-hop world. The entire hip-hop world was hanging on a thread, and 50 Cent was loving every second of it. When chaos hits, that man doesn't run from it. He logs in, posts a meme, and dares the world to argue. 3 new posts went up in one night. The first was a photoshopped image of Dr. Dre wearing a hospital coat with the caption, "Doctor forgot who gave him patience." The second, a video clip of 50 counting money with the caption, "Still rich without prescriptions." The third one, just a smirk emoji, no caption. No context. Pure arrogance. The internet lost its mind. People were laughing, arguing, reposting, decoding. He's trolling Dre again. This man doesn't sleep. Dre better respond with a beat or a Bible. But Dre, in true Dre fashion, played the long game. He posted a moody black and white photo of his studio and typed 5 words that shook the timeline. Legends don't reply. They remix. That one line? It sent fans into a frenzy. Some swore he was cooking up a diss track. Others said he was too classy to waste bars. Conspiracy channels popped up overnight with titles like Dre's secret track against 50 Cent. Then, Eminem posted a cryptic tweet, just a fire emoji and a mic emoji, and fans went full FBI mode. Dre and M are in the lab. It's about to go nuclear. Meanwhile, 50 was doubling down on his villain arc. During an interview when asked about the beef, he smiled that trademark devilish grin and said, "It's not beef, it's business." But business gets personal when people act brand new. That quote became the slogan of the week. Merchandise popped up online that said, "It's business, not beef. Beef." While the West Coast legends played chess, down south, BG was flipping tables. He'd barely been home 6 months, and already his name was back in every headline. His freestyle dissing Turk had the streets buzzing, but apparently he wasn't finished. He dropped a new song titled No Therapy, and every bar felt like an uppercut. The hook said it all. "Ain't no healing in the jungle, we retaliate." Fans were gasping. That was a direct shot at Turk, who'd been preaching peace on his YouTube channel and podcast. The message was clear. BG thought all that self-help talk was soft. The comments were split in half. Old school fans said, "That's the BG we grew up on." Younger fans said, "Bro, this ain't 2004, let the man heal." Then BG went live, sitting in his car with the kind of confidence only a street legend has. "They talking all this forgiveness stuff," he said. "But where was that energy when I was locked up? Y'all forgot who built the code." It was the sound of a man who came home hungry, not for peace, but for respect. Turk tried to play it cool. He responded on Instagram, calm and composed, saying, "I ain't got no problem with BG, I'm proud of him. I'm focused on my blessings." But the internet doesn't respect calm. The fans wanted smoke. They filled Turk's comments with fire emojis and clown memes. "You scared? Say his name. Don't hide behind Bible quotes." Pressure turned the conversation into a circus. BG reposted Turk's clip and added one cold caption. "Bro, if you want to talk, stop talking to cameras." That one sentence reignited a 20-year-old rivalry. Hip-hop forums turned into war zones. People started debating who was the real backbone of the Hot Boys. Memes of Lil Wayne eating popcorn went viral overnight. Then, as if hip-hop hadn't been dramatic enough, tragedy struck. Big U's family suffered a devastating loss. The story broke suddenly, no details, just heartbreak. The industry stopped. The internet went from jokes to silence. For one rare moment, hip-hop felt human again. Everyone paid their respects, artists, fans, even rivals. Ice Cube, Snoop, T.I., Meek Mill, and countless others posted tributes. But what really made people stop scrolling was seeing both 50 Cent and Dr. Dre post the same thing on the same day. A black and white photo of Big U, captioned, "Respect to a real one." 2 men at war, showing love for the same fallen soldier. It was an unspoken truce. For about 12 hours, the internet was calm. Then BG ruined it. He posted on Live saying, "They only show love when somebody gone. Give people flowers when they breathing, not after." The words sounded good, but the timing was all wrong. The internet turned on him instantly. "Bro, not now. This ain't about you. You just made a funeral about your ego." And just like that, the man who'd been celebrated as a returning hero became the villain overnight, Turk. Trying to defuse it, posted, "We ain't got time for hate when our people are hurting. Pray for Big U. We all family." That single line flipped the tables again. Suddenly, Turk was being praised for maturity. Fans started saying, "BG came home too hard. Turk, the one who evolved." Even industry insiders started commenting. Fat Joe posted a story saying, "The streets gotta learn balance. We lose too much trying to prove who real." The post got reposted by everyone, from Rick Ross to DJ Khaled. Meanwhile, 50 couldn't resist a little mischief. He tweeted, "Some people fight to stay relevant, others stay relevant by fighting." Nobody knew if it was about Dre, BG, or everyone at once. It didn't matter. It went viral anyway. But Dre was moving in silence, and silence from a legend is louder than noise. Rumors started swirling that he was in the studio working on something called Legacy Lost. Producers claimed they heard snippets, dark piano chords, heavy bass, and a line that whispered, "Success turned soldiers into shadows." Fans went feral. Reddit threads blew up. YouTube reactors started reviewing a song that didn't even exist yet. Then Eminem posted another cryptic emoji, this time, just a skull. "He's warning 50, someone tweeted. "Dre and M about to end this man." But 50, never one to miss a headline, turned it all into fuel. At a sold-out concert in Houston, he stopped mid-song, looked at the crowd and said, "If the doctor want to talk, tell him I'm available. But he better bring beats, not emotions." The crowd screamed like it was a heavyweight title match. Phones went up. Cameras flashed. The clip hit every gossip page in under 10 minutes. That's the thing about 50 Cent. He doesn't just stir the pot. He throws the pot, records it, and sells the footage. The energy was wild. On one side, Dre was plotting something timeless. On the other, 50 was clowning like he'd never lost a fight. Down south, BG was self-destructing in real time, while Turk was transforming into the voice of reason. And over all of it, the loss of Big U hung like a cloud, reminding everyone that fame doesn't protect you from pain. The fans couldn't look away. Every post felt like an episode. Every tweet a plot twist. Hip-hop wasn't just music anymore. It was a living, breathing soap opera where the kings were too proud to kneel and too loud to listen. And just when everyone thought things couldn't get more chaotic, BG said something that shook the internet to its core. It wasn't a diss. It wasn't a lyric. It was a confession. A moment so raw, so explosive, it made even 50 stop joking, at least for a second, because what he revealed next pulled every name, every city, every rumor right back into the center of the fire. And from that moment on, nothing in the game was the same again. The world woke up to madness. Overnight, BG had turned hip-hop upside down with a confession that felt like a grenade tossed into a crowded room. On Instagram Live, with tens of thousands watching, he leaned forward, looked dead into the camera, and said, "I ain't gon' lie. A lot of them dudes turned on me when I was down. And I got proof. Screenshots, letters, even a few voices y'all gon' recognize. Boom." The internet broke. Within minutes, BG Receipts was trending across every platform. Fans were losing their minds. People were guessing who he was talking about. Some said Turk, others said Birdman. Some even threw Wayne's name into the mix. But one thing was clear: the South wasn't sleeping that night. Every podcast, every Twitter space, every YouTube stream was lit up with theories. But what made it crazier was the tone. BG wasn't ranting or angry. He was calm, too calm. Like a man who already knows the world's about to catch fire. He said, "I ain't speaking out of hate. I'm speaking out of history. Y'all love the fake stories, but I'ma tell y'all the real." Every barbershop, every hood, every comment section turned into a courtroom. He talking about Turk. Nah, he talking about the industry snakes. He exposing labels. Fans were fighting like defense attorneys for rappers they never met. Then, as if the internet needed more gasoline, 50 Cent decided to chime in. Again. He posted a picture of himself laughing on a private jet with the caption, "Everybody exposing somebody this week. I told y'all, this game is WWE with microphones." Within an hour, Dre's name was trending again. People were speculating that BG's rant somehow connected back to the 50 versus Dre feud. Because in hip-hop, every story bleeds into another. One man's pain becomes another man's promo, and then came the whispers. Someone from BG's old camp leaked that a major West Coast OG had been trying to mediate between Dre and 50 behind the scenes, and that the whole situation got worse after 50 ignored the message. The street started whispering that OG was none other than Big U himself. Suddenly, the internet pieced together its own conspiracy. They claimed 50 and Dre's feud, BG's blow-up, Turk's shade, and even Big U's tragedy were all connected by one ugly truth: pride. That word became the theme of the week. "Pride kills empires," one tweet said. "These men too rich to heal." And while fans debated, Dre finally made his move. No diss track. No press run. No long-winded rant. Just a single drop. A surprise instrumental called Ego Therapy, uploaded under his YouTube channel without warning. No vocals, just sound. Smooth piano, low bass. A heartbeat rhythm that felt like tension itself. The caption read, "This one's for the ones who forgot who they were before the noise." No names. No clues. But the message was crystal clear. The beat was haunting. It sounded like a mirror, calm on the surface but violent underneath. And fans didn't need lyrics to know what Dre was saying. "That's a warning shot," one producer tweeted. He telling 50, "You talk too much." 50, of course, couldn't resist. He reposted the beat to his Instagram story with one word: cute. Hip-hop collectively screamed. This wasn't beef anymore. It was psychological warfare between billionaires who used music like chess pieces. While Dre and 50 were throwing invisible daggers, BG was self-destructing in real time. He started posting cryptic messages, screenshots, old photos, notes from people he'd known before prison. The captions were pure chaos. "Y'all ain't real. Y'all industry survivors, not soldiers." Fans started begging him to stop. Turk even called for peace again, saying, "Bro, you don't owe nobody an explanation. Just move in silence. Nobody an explanation. Just move in silence." But BG didn't stop. In one last explosive live, he said, "Ain't nobody real no more. Even the ones y'all think solid been folding. And if you think I'm lying, ask the West Coast who they trust." The internet caught that one phrase, "Ask the West Coast." Because at that moment, 50 and Dre's feud had already hit its peak, and now the South was name-dropping the West like it was one big tangled story. Fans started drawing imaginary lines between 50, Dre, BG, and Big U. 4 different men from different corners of the culture, all caught in the same whirlwind of ego, pain, and pride. Then out of nowhere, Turk flipped the narrative. He went live, but this time it wasn't soft. It was fire. "Everybody wanna play gangster, but ain't nobody checking on Big U's people. Y'all too busy chasing clicks. The man lost blood." That's real life. That one statement hit harder than any diss track. Because while the others were arguing, Turk had said what everyone else avoided, the human truth behind all the chaos. Comments poured in like rain. Turk speaking facts. Finally, somebody grown in the room. He the only one acting like a man. Even 50 reposted the clip on his story with a single caption, "Respect." And that's when it happened. Dre reposted the same clip. 2. The internet froze. The same 2 men who started the week throwing shade were now silently agreeing with Turk's message. It felt symbolic, like hip-hop had come full circle, chaos birthing clarity. By the end of the week, every headline had shifted. Blogs weren't talking about 50's memes or BG's rants anymore. They were talking about how Turk, of all people, brought a moment of peace back to the culture. Podcasters were saying, "Maybe this was the lesson." Commenters said, "Big U's tragedy forced them to see how petty they've been." Even celebrities joined in. Rick Ross tweeted, "Sometimes the storm gotta hit before you see who's still standing. But if you thought that meant the drama was over, think again." Because 50 closed the week the same way he opened it, with chaos. He posted a photo of himself in a boxing ring wearing gloves that read "Pride and Legacy." The caption, "Round 2 coming soon." That one post reminded everyone, 50 Cent never sleeps, never forgives, never forgets. And while Dre remained silent, sources said he was quietly gathering people for a legacy project, something massive that would redefine his story. Whether it's music, film, or one final clapback, no one knows. But in hip-hop, silence is never peace, it's strategy. Meanwhile, BG deactivated his Instagram, Turk's followers tripled, and fans were left stunned, exhausted, and addicted. The entire saga felt like a movie. 50 versus Dre, ego and empire. BG versus Turk, loyalty and betrayal. Big U, loss and legacy. It wasn't just a week of gossip. It was a mirror reflecting everything hip-hop has always been. Pride, pain, power, and the price of being immortal in a genre that feeds on chaos. And as the smoke faded, one truth became impossible to ignore. In this culture, there's no such thing as closure, only another headline waiting to drop. Every fan knew it, every artist felt it, and every blogger was already typing it, because the game never ends. It just reloads with new names, new losses, and new lessons disguised as beef. The streets were quiet for now, but the silence? It wasn't peace. It was suspense, and somewhere in a dark studio or a bright Instagram feed, the next spark was already glowing. The game may slow down, but it never sleeps. And hip-hop? It doesn't forgive. It just remembers. And that, my friends, is the wildest domino effect hip-hop has seen all year. What started as petty shade between 50 Cent and Dr. Dre turned into a national headline storm, with BG torching Turk, Big U's tragedy humbling the industry, and the culture itself standing at a crossroad between pride and pain. This wasn't just rap beef. It was a full-blown legacy meltdown, and every fan watching just witnessed history get messy in real time. Now I need you to sound off in the comments like you're at the Grammys with a mic. Who's really to blame for this madness? Did 50 go too far, or did Dre finally get a taste of his own medicine? Is BG calling out the fakes, or did he just expose himself? And after everything, do you think Turk's moment of maturity actually saved hip-hop from itself? Or was it just the calm before another digital hurricane? Drop your theories below and don't hold back. Be wild, be loud, be you. This is hip-hop's courtroom and the jury's always online. And if this roller coaster had you screaming, "No way," even once, then smash that like button like it owes you money. Hit subscribe before the next rapper forgets how to stay quiet. And ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next scandal that breaks the internet in half. Because here at Starscope, we don't chase clout, we expose it. Every episode, we pull back the curtain on fame, ego, betrayal, and the never-ending soap opera that is the hip-hop universe. Stay tuned, stay loud, and stay legendary. Because the next explosion? It's already loading. This is Starscope, where truth trends, and the stars burn brighter when the drama hits.